YouTube's a little different than this.
Yeah.
Because YouTube, I can just do stuff like that. I can just be like, you know what? Pull up a database of 100 people that bought chocolate bars and pick 100 random ones.
Got it.
I think I can do that over here. I don't know. So I don't want to say anything. And then someone be like,
Yeah.
actually, that's illegal.
MrBeast has been exposed in a shocking video that could end his career. Just when we thought MrBeast was unstoppable, a viral video has surfaced, popping out allegations that could turn his world upside down. Let's not forget, this isn't the first time MrBeast has found himself in hot water. Remember the Chris Tyson scandal? Chris, who's been MrBeast's childhood friend and longtime collaborator, was caught up in a controversy where he was accused of inappropriate interactions with a minor. That incident alone shook the MrBeast empire. But what's coming up now might be even more damaging. These new accusations go beyond just one person and could potentially tarnish the entire brand. With everything from fake videos to questionable practices, MrBeast's reputation as the internet's biggest philanthropist is on the line. So can these accusations really be true? And can they affect the career of one of YouTube's biggest stars? Let's find. So recently, a video from Dogpack 404 came out in which he made several accusations on MrBeast. The video went viral because the evidence from Dogpack 404 was actually pretty solid. The accusations start with claims that many of his videos are fake and that a lot of what we see in his videos is staged. For example, some explosions, animals, and even the locations are rumoured to be CGI or digitally changed. This means that what looks like real action might just be computer effects. Then, there's talk about how MrBeast supposedly rigs the challenges to make sure they end in a way that keeps viewers hooked. It's like he's setting things up behind the scenes so that the drama and excitement always hit just right. A guy named Mac is also in the spotlight. He's usually seen as just another contestant in MrBeast's video, World's Most Dangerous Trap. But it turns out he might actually be working for MrBeast and living in a fancy mansion. If true, this means his role in the videos could be totally fake, made to pull on our heartstrings and keep us glued to the screen. Lastly, there are claims that some of the games and challenges are rigged from the start. It's said that sometimes the winners are chosen before the contest even begins, often being MrBeast's friends or employees. This leaves real contestants who think they have a fair shot completely in the dark. Then there's the accusation of false advertising. MrBeast often says that his videos are unscripted and totally real, but with all the evidence suggesting otherwise, people feel misled. It's like he's saying one thing but doing the opposite. For example, he presents his challenges and stunts as if they're happening naturally, but if parts are staged or faked, that's not really the case. So basically, people are being tricked, thinking they were watching something authentic when it's actually being carefully planned out. So the question is it fair or ethical to deceive both the participants and the viewers? If the people in the challenges think they're in a real competition, but the results are already decided, it's not just the audience being fooled, it's the contestants too. It turns what should be a fun and exciting experience into something questionable, where things aren't as real as they seem. Another serious concern is about gambling and lotteries, especially since MrBeast's audience includes a lot of kids. Dogpack 404 made a point that giveaways and challenges are too much like gambling, and that this isn't appropriate for younger viewers. The way he sets up these contests can sometimes resemble lotteries, where people are putting something on the line in hopes of winning big. Well, isn't that actually gambling then? On top of that, MrBeast's lotteries don't always run smoothly. Sometimes the rules seem to change in the middle of a contest, which could lead to legal problems. If people enter a contest thinking they know the rules, but those rules are suddenly different, then that's clearly unfair. This kind of thing could even get MrBeast into trouble with the law, especially if people think the whole thing isn't being handled properly. The next accusation was the claim of exploitation, and participants and employees in MrBeast's videos are treated unfairly. For example, the outcomes of his challenges are sometimes manipulated to make sure his friends or employees win, rather than the real contestants. This can make the whole thing feel rigged and unfair, especially for those who believe they have a genuine shot at winning. Imagine going into a competition thinking you have a fair chance, only to find out that the odds were stacked against you from the start. That's how some people feel about MrBeast challenges. If the winners are predetermined, or if some contestants are given an unfair advantage, it's not just disappointing, it's exploitative. Lastly, there are accusations about unfulfilled promises. This is a big deal because MrBeast is known for giving away huge prizes in his videos. However, some winners claim they never actually received the prizes they were promised. There are stories from fans and customers who say they were let down after being told they had won something, only for that promise to fall through. This kind of thing can really hurt someone's reputation, especially when they built their brand on generosity and giving back. If people start to believe that the giveaways and prizes aren't as real as they seem, it could lead to a lot of distrust. When fans feel like they've been lied to or let down, it can turn them against someone they once admired. And for someone like MrBeast, who relies on his fan base, this could be a big problem. Moving on is the issue about the claim that MrBeast faked his survival challenges. One of the most talked about examples is his 7-day stranded at sea challenge. Dogpack 404 showed credible evidence that MrBeast didn't actually stay on the raft the entire time, and that the timeline of the challenge was manipulated to make it seem more intense than it really was. He says that Jimmy took breaks off camera. On top of that, there's talk that the timers and outcomes in these videos are edited to create more drama. For example, a timer might show that a task is almost out of time, making the situation seem more stressful than it really was. This editing trick keeps viewers on the edge of their seats, but it was in fact edited. Well, if the events aren't as dramatic as they're made out to be, aren't the audience being misled? The next concern in the video was about how MrBeast handles merchandise sales. Some fans have claimed that MrBeast's merchandise lotteries are manipulated. So here's what happens. Buyers are encouraged to make purchases with the promise of winning cool prizes. But in many cases, these prizes don't actually get delivered. Fans have also posted on social media platforms that they were scammed and that they were excited about the possibility of winning, but ended up with nothing. Even more troubling are the accusations that some of MrBeast's employees have forged his signature on merchandise. Fans buy these items believing they are getting something personally signed by MrBeast himself, but in reality, it's just a fake signature. For fans who look up to MrBeast and want something special from him, finding out they've been deceived like this can be really disappointing. So the last accusation Dogpack 404 made involved MrBeast's Feastables chocolate bars. When these bars were first introduced, they were marketed as a healthier option compared to other candy bars. MrBeast promoted them as being made with better ingredients, appealing to people who wanted to enjoy a sweet treat without all the unhealthy stuff. But later on, the formula of these chocolate bars was changed, and they started including more sugar and other ingredients which clearly aren't good for you. What's even more concerning is that, despite these changes, the bars continued to be marketed as a healthy snack. MrBeast still claims that Feastables is a better choice. Well, that's to be expected since it's his own brand. But the truth is that the product is no longer as healthy as it was first claimed to be. This kind of deceptive marketing is a big problem because people are being misled into thinking they're making a healthier choice when they're not. It's disappointing to see something that started with good intentions turn into another example of misleading advertising. So to conclude our video, the recent allegations by Dogpack 404 against MrBeast seem pretty credible for anyone with a bit of common sense. From faking survival challenges to manipulating merchandise sales and promoting unhealthy products as healthy, these claims show a side of him that's very different from the one MrBeast presents to his millions of fans. The evidence also shows that there's more going on behind the scenes than what viewers see on camera, which might disappoint those who have supported him over the years. Well, since his fan base is huge, these might not even affect MrBeast much, but these will inform fans that what's shown isn't always the reality, and that it's crucial to stay informed and critical of the content we consume, even from creators we admire. If you want to stay updated on this story and others like it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.